We are back. Next set about to go down here on center court. 2024 Major League Lone Star Major. Second stop on the tour. It's going to be Infamous taking on AC Diesel, Houston Heat, and Blast Camp. I'm Matty Marshall. Got some Hall of Famers up here, Todd Martinez and Rich Telford, to help us call this next set. So, Rich, Infamous, Diesel, who you got in this one?
Based on the two first matches, I'm going to go Infamous. Diesel did win their first match against Notorious, but they didn't look super dominant. And I think Infamous is a better team than Notorious, so I think maybe Infamous ekes out a 1 or 2 point victory here.
Todd, what do you think?
I really like the way that Ryan Hall was playing the middle over here. Infamous was able to get wide several times in their last match. Let's see if Diesel can keep them from getting wide, and if they continue to spread the field out, I think Ryan Hall's going to do some damage up the middle. I think Diesel needs to attack a little bit more if they're going to win this match and not spend so much time sitting in those spots shooting their guns.
So even though Diesel got a little bit of a bad start, at least I think Cody did, still able to whip his gun around and shoot Ryan Hall off the break, and they're going to get a shot on Joe Barrett out of that backfield. So, yeah, 3 bodies alive right now for Infamous in the backfield, and here comes the attack on the D side. I believe that's Ilberg slipping into D3, but definitely AC Diesel's point to win as they have a high body situation here.
Yeah, 5-on-3, although Infamous is in good position with Snake 1 and D3.
Yeah, and Infamous did bounce a body off the break, but then continued to attack. They got Callie and Brusselback over here on the Snake side. Mouse now jumps in the Snake for AC Diesel. Playing heads up. Looks like we're going to get a fill out here to the Snake side. Cody Mikowski comes to the Snake tower and looks across. A lot of attention across the field now towards that Dorito side of Infamous.
Do you guys think that Diesel knows the count right now? Those bodies came off a little fast at the start. I'm wondering if they know they're just looking at 3 bodies.
Yeah, it's possible. I expected Mouse to play this Snake a little bit more proactively.
Well, the whole first match, they sent another body up there first, right? They had Mouse at the 2. They sent BJ out. They did send Clint up the middle. You know, Clint went up the middle again, to that center temple. He did get bounced on the way up. But, Clint would come out, they get somebody else here in the body first, and let Mouse come in secondary. But, Mouse is a really good closer. You don't want to risk him every single time, You can send him when you need to send him. That's not the way AC Diesel's been playing with Mouse so far this season.
But it's an interesting part of the conversation because think about it, like if he's your power hitter, you got a number 4 hitter that hits 60 jacks a year. Do you want him swinging for the fences or not? I mean, you kind of need that offensive support, right?
In a 5-on-3, I want to see him like, hey, this is a good opportunity to see what you can do.
But I don't disagree. He is a good closer. He has diversified his skill set over the years. But you could argue it either way. And it really just depends on results.
Sometimes you just put that guy in the 1 slot, and just let him rake.
For sure.
Get him as many opportunities
as possible. Yeah. So a little bit of a slower point here is, I think Diesel's still just trying to figure out what these bodies are, but they definitely have allowed some adjustments for Infamous. Infamous now has Brusselback into Snake 3.
Yeah, I like that move forward for him. Wasn't getting any pressure down the line, so bumped up 1. He's looking for kills on the inside. Yeah, knows there's a body in there, just doesn't know where it is at.
Sam's still at D3, and Callie Rudolph is behind Brusselback. So Sam's on an island over there. Yeah. Or Infamous.
Yeah, Brusselback, I love the fact that he's probing here, but he cannot die, right? If Infamous drops a body on either tape here, this point's going to be over quickly.
Yeah. If he can get Mark Johnson out of the middle, though, that's definitely going to help.
Yeah, take some pressure off the D-side guy, right?
Well, here comes a little highway move.
Yeah, I love that reposition there for Mouse.
And there's a shot at Sam Silberg, crossfield. Only player for Infamous on that side. Here's the battle going down in the Snake. Alex Goldman on the right, Tim Brusselback on the left. Getting a little bit closer to each other. Tim really trying to not touch any of those bunkers, telegraph where he is.
See if Tim can come over the top and catch Mouse.
Yeah, he's got 2 bodies to deal with.
They know he's there now. Yeah. He head checked in the inside and the wing caught him, and then, a little squirrely in there trying to pop the top. Think he was going to get run down.
Yeah, Callie should be putting some pressure over his head to kind of give him a little bit of support so Mouse doesn't just come get him.
And the wing is just letting Tim just pop the top. Is that Jesse in there at the wing?
No, I think that's Clint.
Clint?
Mm-hmm.
Mark hits the deck, crawls up to that 50 to get a little bit of a better angle.
Yeah. And he catches him.
Yeah, that was a nice move there. Yeah, that was a good move. Knew the angle perfectly. And that is probably going to force the concession, as it now was a 5-on-2 with 4 minutes already ticked off the clock. So first point's going to go to Diesel. I think also Diesel is trying to find it. They've had a rough go of it, right? Last year was tough for them. They only made one Sunday. They were the only team at the first event to not win a game. New coach again. They've gone through different sets of coaches, so I think they're trying to play this mistake-free paintball.
You bring up a
to
really
make
good point,
sure that
right?
they get the win.
The longer and the slower the points are, the more time they have to develop their teamwork, which is what they need, right? They're already exceptional individual players. They've just got to bond together as a team. So that's a really good point. Like the longer, smarter points, especially with a lot of bodies alive, just control, and communicate. Don't make any mistakes. Don't play individual paintball. It's probably the best thing for the development.
And there's
of the team.
lot of pressure on them right now.
For sure.
To produce results.
Yeah.
So obviously they get that win in that first game. They are in the potential bracket of death with Legion, Infamous, Notorious, Damage.
Looked like Ryan Moorhead got assassinated by his own team, rubbing the back of his head there on the break. Last camp with the penalty. 3-on-4 advantage for Heat.
And there goes another blast camp body. I think just 2 bodies left alive, and Ronnie is going to get assassinated by his
Soap.
countrymen
That was mean.
out there. Oh, and Soap's going to get another free body. As
Soap
Chad
is
George.
feasting.
Soap has the feast right now.
Chad George looks up, just couldn't believe that that Soap was on their side and shooting him in the side.
Is it a 2-on-2, guys? I think it's a 2-on-2.
Yep, here comes Fedorov.
Fedorov
Creeping up
on
the
the
middle.
release.
Coming to get Soap.
This point was looking dire for Blast Camp until Soap clocked in to get a little 3-pack here. So this one's going to go on the list if he can finish this off.
He gets
Oh,
caught.
man.
Oh, he got
1-on-1.
caught from that backfield.
He went from soap to laundry detergent.
Hey, he still got 3.
Yeah.
It still,
Against
it
Houston
still
Heat.
kept him in this point.
Down on bodies, too. It was a 5-on-3 when he went,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
1-on-1
so-
here. Sam Monville in the back center for Houston Heat.
1-on-1.
Yep.
Who we got here? Is this
Sam.
Lapapa? Who
He's
is
blocked out from my angle. I can't see.
I can't
Pop
even
or
see.
not.
Yeah.
So we'll see if the veteran or the rookie is going to take this one here.
Oh,
Sam
is hit.
Monville, so the rookie able to prevail over the veteran. So LaPapa, I think, is it
Garrity.
LaPapa? Garrity?
Yep.
Yeah, Sam came out in the same spot 5 or 6 times in a row.
So Garrity going to take the victory over the veteran Sam Monville and put the first point on the board here for Blast Camp. And again, this point started out a 3-on-5 situation in favor of Houston Heat.
That's a big point.
Yeah, Soap clocked in, got a 3-pack, and that kept Blast Camp in that moment. And then Garrity was able to win that 1-on-1. So that's how you start to get paintball famous when you shoot legends.
Yeah, I mean, Soap up there.
That's going on my list for sure. Yeah.
Work.
Soap made the list.
So the
Good job,
list,
Soap.
we got, courtesy of Pate Smith Law, give out cash prizes, best move of prelims, best move of Sunday. It's more best individual performance than just a move.
Best stunt.
Because he had to do multiple moves in order to have that performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not move, right? It's performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
We're shifting the paradigm.
he got Ronnie, Chad George, and Fedorov
And Chad George was
in that
just shocked.
performance.
And he assassinated poor Ronnie. Ronnie
That's
was
what I'm
laying on
saying.
the ground underneath him.
Yeah.
Same state, man. Same state, right?
He definitely punished.
Oh, wait, no.
poor
I
Ronnie
thought
for
we
sure.
were friends.
Illinois, Indiana, my bad.
See if Infamous can dig themselves out here. Diesel surviving the breakout and taking the Dorito 1 corner and shooting 2 players. Diesel looking amazing here, guys.
Yeah, Diesel definitely dialed off the break in this one. Is going to be a
5
high
on
body
2.
situation for him. Yeah, 5-on-2. Yeah, with another body coming off Barrett taking the early walk too.
And again, not much of an emphasis on getting into the snake for Diesel, right? They don't seem to think the snake is very important. They're pushing down the Doritos or pushing up the center of the field. And hey, if you can win without having your big gun jump in the snake, why not, right?
Yeah, Big Gun stood off the side of the box, and I think he laced up that guy that was running up the middle. They shot 2 on the break coming up the middle for Infamous that time. Diesel definitely winning the breaks right now.
100%. And the position battle too. Yeah.
Relatively.
Diesel looking good, man. I thought Infamous might be able to come back after that loss earlier, but they've got no answers right now.
Infamous still has yet to score a point.
Well, that's hurtful, Matt. I don't know that we needed to point that out. I mean, you're not lying, but just because it's true doesn't mean you have to say it.
Just got to tell the story as it lies, man. And
It's called spitting facts, Richard.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Were you spitting some knowledge?
yeah, well, look, if you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining us. But the story, or one of the stories coming into this event, was Infamous didn't lose anybody in the offseason, looked pretty good in Vegas, heard really good things about their practice sessions. So to me, they were one of the dark horses. It's been years since they've won a tournament, but with that solid lineup, all the threats and vets they have, had a decent chance to win this tournament. and they have just not looked. They really can't get it together right now. And they are in the bracket of death. So, you know, tomorrow Infamous has to play Legion and Dynasty.
Shockingly, Blast Camp sends Soap up the middle again. 5 alive for both teams.
Nope, Tyler Harmon got shot trying
did
to
he?
shoot and delay out to the corner. So
Oh, yep.
5 on 4.
Blast Camp out of the back center now. Oh, looks like Ryan Moorhead gets to the D1 corner for Houston Heat, giving them a little advantage over there on that D side. Blast Camp is still in the pocket, Dorito side. 2 players up the center, though. Good communications in the back line. Call him kill 1. Player next to Soap there, put pressure on that South Electric bunker. Oh, big push up that Dorito side from Dorito 1 to Dorito 3.
Yeah, Eckerd with the nice move up there for Blast Camp to get into D3. Soap's going to hit the deck, crawl to the 50. Eckerd launches, gets to D4.
Yeah, I love the positioning for Blast Camp here. Now into Heat's side of the field, or the D5 over there. Putting a lot of pressure in the center of the field.
Yeah, so Blast Camp put just really good attack right now. Gonna get if Eckerd can stay alive, and he does. Referee checking him out as he gets onto Houston Heat side, and here comes nice fill from La Papa.
Well, and that's off of Eckerd's move over there, right? All the guns switched to Eckerd, and now La Papa's able to go from the tower all the way to Snake 4.
Yeah,
he should have kept going.
Full field attack for Blast Camp.
I love it. They've got 3 guys, 4 guys up here on the 50-yard line, basically. Just 1 guy in the support position talking and shooting behind them, but Blast Camp in a big advantage here. 1 body advantage plus all these positions. Let's see what they can do with it.
Yeah, Houston Heat needs to get a kill right now.
But if you look across the field, look, and you see how tight all the Houston players are playing, right? There's no one sloppy in those bunkers. They're given the absolute smallest amount of their bodies in those bunkers and still able to shoot their guns, communicate, and play the game.
Yeah, I think Soap's going to have to go get it right here. Go get a body off the field because Houston Heat's not going to run into any guns.
Oh, he gets the D side. The D side's playing with a hopper hit. Let's see if he gets the penalty. Nope, gets away with it.
Dizon with a little reposition, gets to the backfield as Ryan Moorhead takes the walk, and here comes Connor Kelly. He gets diced up trying to get into Snake 1.
4 on 2, Matty.
Yeah, and those 2 are in those back center spots. Not looking good for Houston Heat.
Nope.
Eckerd's still alive. On to Houston Heat side. Into their D4. Tower, South, looks like he's going to get the move, go up to that middle.
Yep, they need to put pressure on the can for Houston Heat. I believe that's Ronnie Dizon. They eliminate Ronnie out of there. Soap gets caught by the back center, and Tal is thrown in by Houston Heat, saving Sam Monville the beating.
Blast Camp looking good through 2 here. They had a 3-on-5 in that first one. Shout out to Soap. And then Garrity. And then now they're up by, and then in this next one, I really loved all those secondary moves. Everyone was moving up the field. Looks like they knew the positions, the angles, best routes. Just looking real solid right now.
Yep.
Yep. And if they can fine-tune where those guys are supposed to be looking
Huge,
when
right?
they get into those
Yeah,
spots,
it's changing
I think
those
it's even
gaps.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an even different story there.
Yeah, just considering it's their first year as pros, I know they had some wars down in semi-pro past couple seasons, but they're playing, again, a former multiple-time world champs in Houston Heat.
Yeah. You just want to build, right? From event to event, from day to day when you're here, you just got to keep getting better. That's how you win an event. That's how you keep taking steps up.
See if Infamous can get it together here. A lot of time on the clock. Looks like they are first to strike. Body coming off for Diesel.
4 on 4, Matty.
Yeah, Infamous tried to go to Dorito 3 pretty much around and
Got
out.
caught that last second sliding in there in the wrist.
Yeah, so, yeah, 4-on-4.
Ryan Hall going up the middle for Infamous. He had some really good points that last match. Let's see if he can do it again this match. Diesel did get to the Snake corner.
Russell back into the Snake.
Yeah. 4 on 4, but slightly better field position for Infamous with the Dorito corner, Snake 1, and the Hertz bunker in the center.
Yeah, just got a little better with Ryan Hall making that move up to the brick, and Russell back crawling into Snake 2.
Yeah.
Diesel going to sneak into Snake 1 and also take position in that middle as well.
Man, that middle is so crafty and so crazy up there. As soon as you find that guy, someone's coming to get you. You got to make your shot and then reposition.
Ryan Hall goes up to the wedge and then forces the reaction from
Just like we said, right?
From Johnson. And then here comes Johnson. He gets onto their side. Ryan Hall takes the walk. Thought Johnson might have put a ball in on, believe Barrett. ran and gunned into D3.
Yeah, Barrett saw the move over there and went to cancel it by going up to that D3. If Ryan could stay alive and just tried it out with Clint, that would have been ideal.
So Hall did take the walk. Barrett's still alive, and Johnson's still alive. Johnson whipping his gun back and forth. Going to stay dedicated on that D side right now. Really worried about Joe Barrett.
See, I don't like Diesel with the 3 guys in the back kind of watching and then the 1 guy all the way on their side of the field playing against 3 guys, right? I would want the Diesel guys to be able to get up and engage more so that Callie can't just come up and assassinate Clint Johnson.
Well, Johnson begging for a penalty, not going to get it. Like that move from Callie Rudolph. Johnson had to die. They could not let Clint stay alive in that spot.
100%.
Just holding up Barrett.
Well, and the fact that his 3 guys were behind him, not supporting him, allowed that to happen, right?
Yeah, Callie probably could have gone up there, shot him, and lived.
Yeah, he could have gone into the wing snake side, shot him in the back, and lived and turned this into a 3-on-3 with better field position.
I think that's kind of how the Russians won their game, right? They had everybody up there.
They just kept
Everybody
attacking,
was up
right?
there.
Hey, we're just going to keep going.
2-on-3 situation in favor of Diesel.
And it's one of the few fields that we've played in a lot of time that you can win through the drills, you can win through the snake, and you can win through the center.
Yeah,
you
I
can
love
win
this.
through
I
all-
love how this layout's playing.
And that's, like we said, kind of a traditional layout, like the way the paintball fields used to be made, right? Where you're not all funneled into one spot. 3-on-1 now advantage here for Diesel.
Yeah, Barrett getting shot in a gunfight. He was in a low body situation. Can't really knock him for trying something in that moment. They're going to force a concession. So Russellback had
still
not
assassinating
heard.
people out there.
Russellback, wait, are we playing? We're not playing? Okay.
Missed an opportunity to go running for the buzzer right there.
I like the fact he put on that ref, though.
Everybody walked off. He could have ran straight for it.
Man, Infamous still just grinding gears on offense. So Diesel with the 3-point lead. Probably right around 8 minutes left, and we're in the Diesel pits. Let's listen in real quick.
Hey, way to be, Clint. Hey, you're going back to me. Hey, slow it up.
Jumping into this next one with a 2-point lead for the rookie pro team Blast Camp over the world champs Houston Heat with 10:35 to go.
Blast Camp drops their first attacker D side.
5-on-4 in favor of Houston Heat.
Houston Heat with the flying V, 3 in the back, small temple, and the Hertz bunker.
Gonna get a body up the middle. Ryan Moorhead locking off that Dorito side for Houston Heat.
Chad
Body
George
advantage over there, but Blast Camp getting a body up in the middle and going straight to that snake wedge to try and keep Chad George from making it out snake side.
And that's huge. If you can keep Chad George out of that snake, that takes a lot of the offense out of Houston Heat.
Neither team with a body out wide at all. 5 bodies alive for Heat, but no one's out wide.
Nope, everyone's in the pocket. And as we get closer and closer to that Sunday, right, this is going to be more and more what we're going to see. The flying V, the 3 in the back, either the temple or the tower in the center, and then that Hertz bunker, looking one way or the other. Because you can take all 5 of those alive. You can shoot your guns, give yourself a chance to shoot somebody. It's kind of the safest breakout out there. Then the emphasis is, right, contain them in the pocket as you try to get outside the pocket.
Well, Fedorov uses his gun to get out wide as Ryan Moorhead is about to attack in the middle, assuring the trade out. No penalty assessed, so still a 1-body advantage, and Heat has the count. Tyler just had kill 2, and that's going to allow Chad to get out wide.
Yep, he was the guy stopping Chad, so by being eliminated, now Chad's able to go to the corner and go from the corner into snake 1.
Jackson Frey with the fill. Out to the can, looks like he's going to try to get to D1 and makes it out clean.
I like Tyron Harmon going back from that temple into that tower.
Yeah, Moorhead clears that back center. Monville clears the back center, gets to the can to help out Fedorov. Body coming off for Blast Camp. Chad George by himself in the snake.
4-on-2 advantage for Houston Heat.
Looks like both corners. Where did
D3.
Jackson go? Oh, Jackson moved up to D3.
Yeah, Houston Heat in complete control here. They know where the bodies are. They know the count. They know the score. Just looking to force a mistake.
Good communication so far in this situation for Heat. They got it dialed right now.
Heat's always got good communication. That's one of those things that the top teams never don't have, is that perfect communication, right?
Well, Chad George now past at the 50-yard line, slightly past it. Does have that body in front of him now, so Blast Camp was able to get out of that back corner and get into the snake, try to stop Chad George's attack. And if you're just joining us, haven't played this layout or seen it much, those back corner bunkers are in set, what we call soft corner. So you cannot control the movement down the sideline and up the field if you're in that back corner. It's great to cross it up, but you can do it from Snake 1.
You got Unger over
I was going to
here.
say, I think that's Unger and the Snake for Blast Camp, wheeling and dealing. 2-on-4 against Houston Heat, though, is a tough order for any team. Unger, a good gunfighter, good communicator.
Across the 8-minute mark now.
Fedorov moving up into D3 for Houston Heat.
Yeah, and Houston Heat with the codes dialed in right now and this high body situation, but not having scored a point and down 2, have to capitalize on this high body moment right now. They cannot squander this. So that's probably one of the reasons they're making sure, going a little slow, but just making sure that the moves are there, not forcing anything. Chad down to last couple pods.
Chad George looking to make that move on the inside, but can't really see which way Jackson Frey is looking from that Dorito 3. Tyler Harmon putting paint on him from across the field. Fedorov over there as well. Unger protecting the front side of Jackson Frey.
Yeah, there's Jackson with the highlight on our eye in the sky drone shot. And they're getting close, though. When you're in a low body situation and you know that somebody's right in front of you, your spidey senses should be tingling because you're probably going to get run down.
Yeah, it's coming.
Oh, yeah. Unger looks like he wants to go.
Yeah, I love the fact that Unger's taking what they give him, right? They're not putting a lot of pressure on him, so he's over the top, trying to get his eyes on as many people as he can just to see what's going on.
Well, typically when you're in a drastic low body situation, like a 2-on-4, and you're the coach, you want your guys to play with a little reckless abandonment, but they're up 2, right? So even if they burn some time off, I'd rather have them play a little bit more conservative, because even if Heat does win this point, which they most likely will, let's burn as much of that clock off as possible. The points are running a little bit longer in this set.
3-on-2. Oh, it's not 3-on-1. 2-on-1. Nope. 2-on-none. Tyler Harmon accelerating down the field, trying to hit that buzzer, trying to save as much time as he can.
So yeah, solid teamwork in a close from Houston Heat. Very few mistakes in that point at all.
Kind of shows you how hard it is to close out here, even 4-on-2, knowing where the bodies are.
Yeah, I just think also they were really taking second and third thoughts about their moves because they know they can't squander another point.
Yep.
In a high body situation.
Well, and, you know, if they get outside, right, it kind of shuts down moving through the middle, right? So it kind of forces you to now win some long-distance gunfights. Otherwise, you just got to blaze it up and hope for the best.
Yeah, so now Diesel up by 3 on Infamous, and Infamous is just really, honestly, just struggling out here. They can't seem to get, if the defense, if the offense is working on the D side, it's not working in the middle of Snake, and then vice versa. So they've just been grinding gears on offense.
They've lost every breakout, right? They've lost 1 or 2 guys on every single breakout, and if you're playing against another team and you're 20% down or 40% on the breakout, like, even though you're really, really good on team, even though Ryan's having some really good points, you're not winning, man.
Yeah, man, every one of those bodies is 20% of your firepower, so.
And what Diesel's not doing, I've been a little critical of their snake attack. What they're not doing is making mistakes, right? Diesel's not throwing away bodies. They're not playing sloppy. They're winning the breakouts. They're communicating. Look, they win another breakout. 5-on-4 advantage Diesel.
Yeah, Diesel's playing high bodies a lot. And again, they're in that situation for this program where they need to find the teamwork on the field.
The flow, right?
Yeah,
They've
they
got to
need
get
to
in
find
flow
that
state.
the flow state, for sure. And because they've had so many struggles, yeah, man, if you need to play longer, slower points, as long as you're getting wins, that's fine.
Mark Johnson releasing up the center of the field for Diesel, going from into the Hertz bunker, looking to release out either to the D wing or the snake wing to lock off one side of the field or the other. Infamous is out in the D corner, though. Clint Johnson in the small temple behind him. Again, 5-on-4 advantage here for Diesel. This match so far has been all Diesel. Infamous struggling to stay alive on the breakout, playing down on points and down on bodies every point. Diesel communicating really well, know exactly where the bodies are, what the count is. Callie Rudolph releasing out of the back center.
Yeah, Diesel's, they're shooting the lanes perfect. They're communicating. They have some offense with Johnson up at this 50-yard line, Hertz brick, well, not 40-yard line. He's going back and forth. But as he goes to the snake, Infamous tries to make a move on that D side and able to get into D3 clean. They also get Barrett out behind him into D1. He's alive.
Yeah, good. Ooh, and Clint Johnson taking the walk. 4-on-4 here, but Infamous moving in better position down that D side.
Man, who shot Clint?
I think the snake tower
I
on the
agree.
inside.
Must have been. Must have been.
And Clint hammered 6 pods through that zone from the onset of this point.
Let's see if Mark can come out here and stay under the gun of Callie Rudolph in that cross wing.
Yeah, Callie's in a really good spot. Ooh, almost got the drop in on Mark. I think those paintballs broke off the side of that bunker. Yeah, Mark's still alive. Mark's going to come through, try to trade out with Callie.
Callie makes him pay. 3 on 3.
And off that chaos, Brustleback gets into Snake 1, and also Infamous launches into D4. 2 bodies over for Infamous on that D side. Barrett's still D1.
Well, and they're in that can on the D side, right? Diesel is, and Diesel's in a very vulnerable position there. If Brustleback and the Dorito side get on him on the same time, it's going to be really hard for him to stay alive.
Here comes that move down the Dorito side, crossing the 50. If he can get one of these bodies, whether it's Cody or Ice in that can, it's going to help Infamous's case greatly here. Try and get back in this game.
Yeah, Brustleback's got to get in this game, though. He's not shooting his gun, and the guys are living on his side of the bunkers, right?
Time's really important right now, too. We're at the 5-minute mark. Infamous is down 3, and they dropped that first game big, and they're in the bracket. Yeah, it's just they got to find a way to push the issue here.
Yeah.
They don't really have a choice.
This is where you use that Tokyo call on Ice over there. Try and put some pressure on him to push him back into the gun on the Dorito side.
Joe Barrett now following up on that side, going all the way through to the D side now, getting caught, trading with Mouse. 2 on 2.
Yeah, so Barrett is following up the attack, and he stays alive. Does he get the kill cross-field as AC Diesel tries to filter out to the back corner bunker with Minkowski, and I believe he made it clean.
I thought Brustleback's gun was down because he hadn't shot his gun for so long, but his gun is working, guys.
I thought his shoe came off, and that's why he was still in Snake 1.
He's screaming back to Joe as Joe's in the back corner, but Joe's on their side of the field. Brustleback's got to get in this game. He knows they're down by 3 points.
No. Definitely. I mean, there's no pressure on Baginski.
No, well, Joe Barrett's playing a 2-on-1 here, right?
Well, yeah, but just like what Todd said, there's really little pressure on Mark Baginski at that can because Brustleback's still at Snake 1. If Brustleback was at the 50-yard line right now, Baginski would be having a tough time trying to live in that spot.
Yeah, both Baginski and whoever was living in the Snake Side Tower were both living on the Snake Side of the bunker because they weren't getting any pressure from this side of the field.
Well, look at it on your screen. I mean, Baginski's living by his gun, completely tucked in, but totally exposed if... Okay, now Brustleback's going to crawl up and get into Snake 2.
Ooh. Come on. He's down 3 with 3.5 on the clock. I know you don't want to die, but you probably don't want to lose either.
Look at this creative move from Joe Barrett. He's going to try to do it himself. He's looking for a barrel, but Mark had just stood up in that spot. So Baginski, Iceman, playing this as tight as he possibly can. I think he's out of bullets, though. You can see all those empty pods. He's been pumping paint, trying to, put that focus on the Snake side. Might be down to just...
Oh, he got him.
So Barrett's going to get that kill. Beautiful threading the needle here for Joe Barrett. See if he can get a 2-pack to close, and he does.
Wow.
So Joe Barrett gets him done by himself over there from that D side with a little under 3 to go. We got ourselves a 2-point game.
Great point for one of those 2 Infamous players. Great point for one of those guys.
Come on.
Way to go, Barrett.
Nice move there, Joe Barrett. That's some crafty, creative paintball play right there.
I'm going to go stand in the middle because my buddy's not going to shoot these guys.
Baginski wasn't giving him much.
And he just got the outside of his knee. Like, it was a little shot as possible.
Yeah, well executed close from Barrett. Pushing the issue, had to. Down 3. Keeps his team in this match.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm wondering, I don't want to go talk to Tim and be like, what was holding up? What was
I thought
holding
his
you
gun
up
was
at
broken.
Snake
I was
1?
like, no, I get it. Your gun's not working. Just talk as much as you can. And then he just goes up and starts hammering on the top. I'm like, oh, his gun's working.
So jumping back into this one here. Anyone that's got money on Blast Camp, gonna be a little happy right now, but
Yeah.
Houston Heat's not done yet.
Especially because you probably got good odds, right?
I wonder what the odds are on that one, because that was probably pretty big towards Heat's favor. Ooh, real heavy guns.
Ooh, Blast
Off
Camp's
the break
on
right now for Blast Camp. 6:10 on the clock. And they're going to release. It was a 5-on-5 break.
Blast Camp losing their attacker Snake side. 4-on-5 advantage now for Houston Heat. Blast Camp getting a check in the South Election bunker, but he's alive. Houston Heat with the flying V.
Yeah, both teams with an attacker. Up the middle of the field.
Good fill out from the back center player there for Blast Camp, getting to that Snake side tower.
Did you like that call from Blast Camp? Trying to take the Snake on the break in that one?
If he made it, I did.
Yeah.
No.
No, up on points don't feed bodies, right?
Well, we always say, hey, try to take some ground, but it doesn't have to be on the break. It can be on a secondary.
Ryan Moorhead now playing up the center instead on the Dorito side. He's in the Dorito side wing looking inside, looking to stop the forward momentum of the Blast Camp player in the Hertz box.
I mean, yes, like you said, if he makes it, that's great, right?
Yeah.
5 minutes on the clock or 6 minutes on the clock to start this one, right? But Houston Heat hasn't been aggressive on the attack, right? They've been heavy pocket shooting. You lost the last point because you lost the first body on the break. Now you're in a situation where you're going to have to fight back. You can't lose that trade in the middle. Moorhead's up in there again, right? If you lose that trade in the middle, now you're in another 4-on-3 situation. So,
Oh, nice move for the blast camp player. He's waiting for Ryan Moore to switch back. I'm not sure if Ryan knows that he went there. The snake side wing can look in and shoot the Dorito side wing, and vice versa. It just depends on which guy catches which guy sleeping. Right now, blast camp has the advantage.
yep. Oh, and it looks like
Somehow Ryan Moorhead goes across, shoots him, and stays alive.
Yeah,
That's
see.
incredible.
that's what you can't have happen if you're blast camp. And now Ryan Moorhead's alive in that wing. Soap makes a move up to the Dorito 3, but does not know that Moorhead's there. I think he
Does
does
now.
now.
You can almost see their eyes through the lenses from this far away when someone catches them off guard. 3-on-5 advantage here for Houston Heat, but they're down a couple points. They've got to start getting some offense going.
They still got 4-10 to work with.
Yep.
Houston Heat has the bodies over here on the snake side, right? 3-on-1, between Tyler, Sam, and Chad George. Right? They definitely have the bodies to push this side.
Yeah, if the blast camp player in the tower can get himself out into the corner, it will help their position greatly, but he does not do that. He gets eliminated, so it's a 2-on-5 advantage now for Houston Heat.
And there goes another blast camp player out of the snake side tower.
Oh,
So they're going to
is
launch.
that Soap?
Yeah, so,
Oh, he got pretty far.
so he launched on that D side. Didn't get any bodies,
No.
though. Moorhead was able to tuck in and stay alive, and Fedorov stayed alive in that D1.
Yeah, 5-on-1, Moorhead's going to go get the southwest bunker. Give him a few extra.
Storm's starting to roll in here.
Perfect. Right when I go get lunch, I'll just get poured on. Can't wait.
Sucked at playing the afternoon session.
Ugh. Yeah, those guys are losers.
So Houston Heat going to tie this one up at 2. And Infamous down by 2 still. In the pits right now with Houston Heat.
There's my guy, Chad Boucher, number 2.
What do you think we do, guys? Tell me on the side. We don't got to do nothing crazy. We're a better team. You want to try for the Dorito corner?
Yeah, so you can hear him say, hey, nothing crazy. We're a better team. And
Diesel takes both corners. They lose
Infamous-
the snake side. Nope.
Sam Silberg with an aggressive run, kind of up and out, takes the 50 wedge off the break.
Love it.
Shoots a stream, gets right back to the brick. Maybe trying to set a trap. There's no one up there to fall for the trap yet, though. Callie Rudolph's going to get up with him a little bit.
Yeah, I like when Callie gets forward in the middle and plays because he plays real proactively when he gets up there. Infamous taking the Dorito corner now. 5-on-5 here for both teams. Slightly better position for Infamous with an attacker up the middle, one in the D1, one in Snake 1. And Diesel losing their first player.
Yeah, Joe Barrett gets that first kill, walked out to that Dorito corner, instantly wrapped on that center tower.
Can't see. Okay, exact patient for in Snake 1.
Callie Rudolph looking to come through the snake side of the middle.
Ooh, Callie gets checked, though, has to get back to his spot. Wanted to move up. Patient's going to get in the game. He's going to get up to Snake 3.
I thought he was-
2:15 left to go.
I thought he was going to go there and play that Cali can.
Joe
Wrap
Barrett
on
taking
that
the walk for
Dorito.
Infamous from the top side.
Another body coming off for Diesel, though.
Yep.
Triple stack of bodies either at or near the 50 from the Snake on over to the middle.
That seems to be the winning combination out here, right? Get lots of guys to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, Patient going to hit the deck, crawl up past the 50. He's there on your screen, wrapping around. Bodies
Diesel
dropping
losing
right now
home.
for Diesel.
Infamous is back in this game. Todd, Matt.
Silberg going to dunk on that last body and use his wheels to get in and preserve the time. Actually, he's going to ask for Callie Rudolph to hit that buzzer. Maybe caught some pressure. Don't want to hit that buzzer with a hit on you.
Infamous finished that one, 4 bodies alive. They have a chance.
Yeah, minute 25 left, down by 1. Looking good on the attack. Scoring their first couple points.
Yeah. Putting pressure on all sides of the field. Right? Got up in the middle right away. Got into the snake off the break. Moved up the field, and that's kind of how Diesel has been playing all day, right? They get that first breakout, but then very slow on the bumps. Kind of same thing we've seen out of Houston Heat here.
Yeah.
Right? Let's see if Houston Heat gets aggressive. see if who's going to win the breakout on this one. It's been the key to these last, well, pretty much every single point here that we've seen so far. Right?
Yeah, the breakouts have been crucial. We have seen some low body wins, though. A couple of them out here. Not really in this set, but... Well, no, Blastcamp put up that first one 3-on-5. I mean, it did take a 3-pack and a 1-on-1 win, but still happened. Yeah, tied 2-2. Rookie Pro Team, Blastcamp, trying to take down former world champs Houston Heat. It's been a couple years since Heat's won a term. I know they're real hungry for it. They've had some scrappy games today. Overtime win against Uprising. And now still tied against Blastcamp. Blastcamp going to ask for a check here on the break. It's Moorhead coasts up to the 40-yard line brick, and both teams losing a body. Fedorov taking the early walk for Houston Heat, trying to get out wide.
Nobody D-side for Houston Heat after they lose Fedorov. Blastcamp's going to be able to go to that wing to your side and wrap. Oh, they lose their tower attacker. That's 2 points in a row. He's died early from that tower. He needs to stay alive there.
Ryan Moorhead is going to crawl up, mirror the move from Soap.
Ryan's going to get that kill again.
Jackson tries to get to a little retreat out wide to the can. He gets shot. Soap's going to come through, doesn't know where Ryan is. Ryan stitches him up and stays alive, so it's looking really good here for Houston Heat in this point.
Yeah, Ryan Moorhead is feasting.
And we're going to see a concession. So a couple early deaths, a body on the break. Jackson gets shot trying to get up there. Soap didn't know where Ryan was, so Ryan winning the crafty battle up in the middle.
I feel like he's always going to win the crafty battle. You know, because of his craftiness.
Arts and craftiness.
It's pretty crafty. Call that a salty veteran.
A salted veteran.
Here comes Diesel back on the field. Cody, Mouse, Ice. Jesse been playing a lot. Clint. You know who we have not seen out here?
Who?
Can you check the old injury report for one Jonah Jamrose?
He's standing right over there. He's dressed out, but not dressed out. He's standing extra Eddie Mayo this whole time.
I don't think Infamous put their.
Just didn't do their homework.
Yeah, we didn't get their info.
Shocking that they didn't want to let us know who was injured on their team.
Okay.
Diesel doing their standard 2-1-2.
See if Diesel can hold on to this tiny little lead here with a minute and 30 seconds left to go. Infamous been on the attack and doing some work.
Lost the body, Matty. 5-on-4, 4-on-4 advantage.
Silberg again wrapping that Dorito wing.
Yep. Got Clint Johnson going up there to cancel him out. Clint knows if he goes and trades out.
Diesel really playing heavy across the field from that Dorito side cam.
Yeah.
You know, the opening is there for Infamous, right?
Here comes Clint with the attack in the middle of the field. He jumps and stitches up Silberg.
Still alive.
And he stays alive. Clint Johnson on the attack. He's going to spin around. Another body comes off. Little 3-pack here for Clint Johnson.
He's not shooting. Sure who to shoot now.
Try to put up an insurance point. Did he get that fourth one too? That's another. Is that another 4-pack for Clint Johnson?
Yes.
Jesus.
He's done that like 3 times today.
Yeah. It's looking good out here. Again, putting up that insurance point. Infamous doesn't look like they're going to concede it as they're trying to keep this loss and that margin as tight as possible. They got blown out by damage, didn't put a point on the board, so that's a -6. And this one's going to be a -2, so they're going to be in must-win situations in the bracket to death, playing X Factor and Dynasty in the -8. That's not a good situation to be in.
That's rough. That is rough. Definitely didn't expect to see this Infamous out here.
Yeah, man. Again, keeping that roster together. They did not get picked apart. They had some good practices at the beginning of the season. I heard really good things.
I heard good things last weekend.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
The report was like, hey, Infamous might be one of those that, you know, top 4 for sure, but they might sneak a win.
Do you
Did
think
you get that report from Infamous?
Yes. Travis told me that.
It wasn't, but it was, yeah. But it's one of those situations where, you know, maybe you get that extra confidence, and then sometimes too much confidence. Yeah. Sometimes with that comes poor execution. Not always, but sometimes it goes the opposite way. But still, just this is a big puzzle. I'm shaking my head. I don't understand what's going on over here with Infamous. They had some signs of life in this one, though, towards the middle of the game, in a little bit of a comeback, but they just can't put the offense together. and they're losing too many bodies on the break.
1 point game over here. Let's see where Blast Camp goes.
Oh, 4 on 5, 4 on 4 as Fedorov takes the walk.
So
Blast Camp gets out with Soap to the Drita corner.
yeah, Garrity taking the walk for Blast Camp. They're going to be losing another body as well. So Blast Camp down to 3, but
Down to
attacking
2.
on that D side, now down to 2. So just the white tower, South Electronic Tower, and that D3 now into D4.
And kind of like Tyler said, hey, we don't really need to do anything special. We're a better team, right? Stay alive, shoot your guns, find the kills.
Yeah, and that's the typical mantra you're going to hear from a very experienced squad in a situation like this when you're playing a rookie pro team. And sure enough, they went out and executed.
I mean, Blast Camp is just not living more than 15 seconds.
This guy in the tower, every point for the last 4 points has just walked out without really contributing to the point.
Nobody on Blast Camp. The survivability rate for Blast Camp is just
If they had 4 more
extremely low.
Soaps, they'd be okay.
Yeah.
Soap is on their side of the field now in a 4-on-1, wheeling and dealing with 4 dudes.
Yeah.
Blast Camp also not going to be conceding this point, it looks like. I'm going to see if Soap can pull it off, but again, just trying to keep this margin tight. So I'm wondering if Heat is going to let the time expire. Do they want another one? They already have a win, so they'll be sitting with a +3 if it stays this way. At overtime, 1 point win over Uprising. Now, possibly 2 point win over Blast Camp. Yeah, it looks like so. Moorhead's going to chill. Wait till it gets under 10. Blast Camp not conceding, so they're concerned about margin because they dropped to Revo by 3. So I think we're going to be taking a slight break. We got a storm en route, so I'm not sure when we're going to be getting going again. Did see some lightning out there, so I think we might be taking a slight little break. Let the storm blow through and then get back in this next set. It's going to be a good one. Legion and Notorious, Aftermath and Revo. And with, after the conclusion of this match, which is about to get concluded. But yeah, and Aftermath's going to be they're in a must-win situation because they dropped that heartbreaker with a gross major in overtime, pulling out 3 bodies, the 3 bodies left alive. And talk to Jason. The rule is if you're in overtime and the last body is pulled on a penalty, then it's immediate.
If it's a gross major, right? The last guy gets pulled, then it's a point for the other team.
Great morning, guys.
Yeah, this has been a good one.
Amazing.
I mean, that's an upset for Uprising because Aftermath 4th at the last event, 7th at World Cup. Thought Infamous was going to have more to bring to this one. The Heat Uprising game was great. That Legion Damage game was really good. This Diesel Infamous game was pretty solid. So that's going to do it. Stick around here. Again, short break. So we're going to let this weather get through. But thank you guys so much for joining us here on Go Sports of the 2024 NXL Major League Paintball Lone Star Major. I'm Matty Marshall with Tom Martinez and Rich Telford. See you guys in a bit.